I mean, I personally always think you guys look great. I think you guys always look fantastic. And first of all, I think, let's announce what this is first. Again, for the benefit of those who haven't seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Our gracious and prepared commander is I am a soldier. Is DJXP. Yeah. Let us in, bro.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is DJXP, and you are listening, watching, experiencing something we'd like to call. You might want to sit down for this. Hopefully, you're sitting down. If you're standing up, that's also fine too. This is episode 61. I go by the name of DJXP.
Wow.
To the left of me, we've got EverythingOShauN.
EverythingOShauN and my special drink.
That's right.
And special drink. Yeah.
EOCZ.
Yeah. And if we keep going to my left, which is probably your right, depending on how you're viewing this, we've got the illustrious, the fantastical, the magical Trivelle Simpson.
Your favorite.
I'm a guy.
Your favorite CEO.
The guy.
I'm a guy.
No, the guy.
How was everybody's week? Can you tell I'm energized? How was everybody's week?
Probably amongst the worst, I think, that I've experienced as an adult male.
You had the worst week of your life?
Probably. One of them.
Are we talking from Sunday till now, or are we talking over the past 7 days?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, but if you have 2 days that are good and then 2 days that are terrible, how do you weigh one over the other? Like, what takes precedent? When the terrible
days fell, because I think good weeks
leading up to this,
like right away, like right now, like it just happened. Is this something you can share with the audience?
Absolutely not. But
it's not an audience share.
Definitely not.
No, but what I can say
is it personal or is it music?
Well, that actually made me laugh like a real laugh. That was actually really that was good. I see your
one day
your solo show. What's it? Not unfiltered.
Unlinear.
Unlinear.
You should have me on unlinear so I can get into.
Oh, actually,
you're getting in your unlinear
We're gonna
bag.
have that conversation. Actually, I wanted to have a
conversation because bro, what you just said there is very interesting.
Because it might be because in the life of an artist, a lot of times it's both.
Things kind of gel and mesh onto each other.
And for some reason, people in my life still don't understand that who say that they understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't understand what music is to you.
No, they don't understand that
the worlds collide.
The worlds collide.
Yeah.
And you're not dealing with OShauN only.
Right.
Yeah.
You're dealing with OShauN and you're dealing with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you know that, and then tell me that you know that, and we've all agreed that we know
understanding.
that,
Yep.
and then circumstances come up, and then you pretend that you don't know that. Now that circumstances have come up, I have a problem with that.
So did you guys both have the same bad day?
Well, here's the thing you have to understand.
Here's the key.
It's a lot of synergy going on.
Here's the key. Here's the key.
Give the key. Give the key. No, give the key. I want to give you the space. That was very good too.
The key, I got the keys.
Yeah.
The key is the problem, the same way I just described, that when you're dealing with an artist who deals with, like, where you have to deal with the real life person and the artist at the same time. So you're dealing with OShauN and Jay.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why it spills over, or why XP would be having some of the same similar experiences and situations is because he literally is my brother.
Yep, that's that. Hey, for those who didn't know,
he's literally my brother.
Yeah,
and he's literally my producer. See how that works? He's my brother, personal, and he's my producer,
music
professional.
Business. I don't deal with my brother only as my brother ever.
Because how can you? How in that world
think about this. Think about
differentiate?
That. I don't deal with him only as my brother ever. Ever since we decided to do music, he is not my brother only ever.
Did you have somebody treat you like you were just the artist, or did you have somebody treat you like you were just not the we're here. We're here. We can act like we're not here, but we all know that we're teasing on the tip of truth here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna see what happens. Yeah, like two adults on prom night. Let's just see what happens. All right.
First of all, if you're an adult on prom night, there's a problem.
They could be working it. They could be working it.
Yes.
You're right.
What a great. But yes, you're right.
They could be working it.
Okay, so
they could be. There's all these.
did you have
things
somebody treat you guys like you were
Yo,
just
that
musicians?
sound really good today. We also everyone sounds really great.
You know what it is?
Fire.
No, you know what it is? I used a different plug for the headphone jack, so now you can hear yourself more pristine.
But everybody sounds amazing in my ears.
yeah.
Everybody
because now you can hear yourself.
Everyone sounds very luxurious.
Get better at this, guys. All it took was a year.
Everyone sounds so luxurious. Everyone sounds expensive. It's so weird to me.
That's good.
Even my breath doesn't sound as annoying.
Yeah, it's everything
It sounds velvet.
Yeah, it's silk and velvet. Like, why is this shit so smooth? I hope everybody hears it like this.
But did you have
This is
somebody
crazy.
just treat you like an artist? Yo, come on, yo. We party, yo. Stick with come.
I'm trying to figure. XP,
Because
jump in
that's-
anytime because I
well,
don't.
you- well,
Did anybody just treat me as an artist?
But you see, based on what he's saying, the problem is that if you know him as an artist and something else, then there's a differentiation that you cannot make anymore because you know him as both. For the people that know, and this is obviously not the entire world, but for the people that know him as both, I think that the best way to describe it is they're doing a piss poor job in the nuance of how both of those relate to one person.
Now, let's bleep it out. We got to bleep it out. Who we talking about?
But
I just need to know so I know how to avoid the landmine here because I'm going to start throwing out names quick. Yo, I'm a live bullet, bro. Somebody better, somebody better, what's the term? Someone better disarm me, bro.
Disarm me.
you have to blank out all this.
Okay.
It's,
No, we're not blanking it all up.
no. I mean,
No. But
what you just said.
the sensitivity.
Come on, there's a situation.
Now, who is it?
One of them is that, and another is.
Your pops? No.
No. This is new.
Don't say those names in 2024. We away from that.
Okay, so one is. And then
That blank all that up, please.
No.
No.
Well,
But
no.
he's collateral.
There you
he's
go.
collateral.
There you go.
No.
It's a two-way street.
it's a two-
In fact, it's an
they
eight-way.
fight-
It's an eight-way highway.
the two for fighting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he in trouble, bro. Hey, y'all can't get it? Like, your Patreon coming soon?
Yeah,
Y'all
Patreon
can't
coming
get
soon.
what
You
we
can't
put out?
understand, but these two people.
No, we need the blood of your firstborn to even get this.
But what I
Wow.
wanted to say, what you
I'm
were
surprised
just
it took this long.
no, but
No. It's been happening.
Oh,
This is
we been live?
it's been
we've
happening.
been live. But the thing about it is, it's just like it's so easy to ignore when it doesn't really affect you, right? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
affect me personally. Like so when it starts to actually affect me and actually infiltrate
Bleed into what?
into my. Here's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. It's affecting my personal
affecting
life
the business.
and business
affecting the
because. But you know why it's affecting?
Can't stand on when it's affected.
You know why? Someone would say, "Why does it affect? How does it affect business?"
Mm-hmm.
Because my brain has to be able to do both.
If you had to pick one, who would you pick?
Oh man.
Now we doing that.
No. Oh, he has the answer. You know what the answer is?
Yeah.
This is the answer.
I see.
That is where we are.
that's-
so
that's- you know,
it doesn't
Because you have to understand, I don't want to do that, obviously, right?
Obviously not.
But the thing is,
So you'd rather just, you're saying that you'd rather just clean house.
clean house.
Then,
wouldn't you're a businessman? Isn't that what you would rather do? If
I'm
you,
cutthroat though. I'll be honest. I'm a bad person.
I know, but that's not always a bad
Well,
thing.
no, because I was in
it's
a
a good-
relationship before. I'll put it to you this way. I was in a relationship before. Had a big issue with Lorenzo. Massive. Did not like him.
Yeah.
Lorenzo's more than just my man. Lorenzo is
Your boy.
the number two in the company. Like, that's who he is.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, sometimes I share stuff with you as my girl, but I don't really talk my business like the Godfather. Don't ask me about my affairs. But I'm not a loser. Like, you hear some things.
Yeah.
But you don't hear these stories to complain about this nigga. You could never complain about this nigga ever. So if push ever did come to shove, considering what that girl brought to my life at that moment, which was really just companionship and like.
Well, yeah, in hindsight, yes.
You would.
No, not even in real sight. About hindsight.
No, but in hindsight, you're gonna make that
I would
decision.
never let a woman mess with the money. That's a fact.
So that's the.
Because most women love the money. So how am I gonna let you mess me up for you? It's not right.
But see, you made a great point. But the thing is, there's one specific caveat that I know people want to kill people for.
Yeah.
If we were to say it.
Now let's do it. What's up? We locking in right now, bro. We got a lot to cover today. First of all, I want to explain why I'm so alive.
No, that's good
I
because
was,
it's
looking
new.
I was looking at the last episode, last week's episode.
And you were too boring, chilling, relaxed.
Bro,
but he said he was.
I was going through something that day. But you could see it on camera. I was doing the zombie thing for
No, you were.
You
Yes,
were going to some, but we tried to, we tried to.
Tried to get it out of
Chris was there. Oh, sorry, DJXP. My bad.
No, that's okay.
He was the MVP. There was periods of times where he was just
Keep going.
talking and no one was saying anything.
Carrying us like
something. I feel like something happened to me too, but not as dramatic. But
no,
well, I'm sure it was probably this.
I was deer in the headlight, shell shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's right. Today I got you.
Well, it's a give and take, you know.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. This is the real 2024 episode.
First.
But keeping it all the way check, Gleazy. I mean, if you had to make a decision, you'd make a decision for people understand that, then they're gonna act right, and if they don't, then the clock is ticking.
Yeah, because that's it. Yeah. I
mean, when you put it,
it's like I don't want to. You know, my thing is women, yo. I don't know, man. Women. That's the thing. I think if one of these. If I was dealing in a situation where one was a man and the other was a woman, I feel like there's a level of
because there's rationality you can bring to the man.
If my boy was like, if you were my manager and you're my boy, like,
I disagree with what you're saying.
Why? Go ahead.
If it's a situation where it's two women,
yeah.
Where I got it wrong is, this is gonna sound real agitative.
Oh, man.
I just got to be able to run my house. So if I come to you as my lady and I say, "Yo, chill," we're chilling. And if I can't do that,
then
we have a problem.
Then call us Houston Command Center. Then
because if I come to you and say, "Yo," because the Bible says this, there's peace. There should be peace in the home.
Yes,
right. The Bible said, "Bro, it's scripture." So you gonna have us breaking scripture out here? No, baby, no.
I know.
This is not a category where you touch. Baby, no.
That is part of. I
already did that when he was producing The Godfather. His wife was coming. See, I know stuff these days. I'm on one.
No, and that's fine.
I already was producing The Godfather. His wife wanted to come up in there. Boom, bam, boom, bam. I want us to do this together. He goes, "Baby, please,
get out.
This is for me, though. You know?
It's for me,
and you gotta
acquiesce.
Understand that. I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. My love knows no bounds. But
we're not doing that.
We not.
You know.
But the thing, but to piggyback off,
LeBron said the same thing to Chris Bosh's girl that time when she was going crazy in the front.
Oh yeah,
he said it to her.
LeBron said, "Yo, sit your ass down."
I thought he said it was to his mom.
Was it his mom? Yeah, it was his mom cussing Chris Bosh, right?
Yeah.
And he came over and said, "Sit your ass down."
To his mom.
Yes, I agree with that.
But what you're saying is true. But I look at that in totality as an artist. Like I feel like as an artist, when these entities are in my life,
when these implement that, Sean,
where there's a girl, a relationship, or a manager and a producer, and
for
this
example,
and that, and all these different entities that are all around this person, OShauN /J. Everybody, to me, every fucking person should be acquiesced to when I say, "Yo, dead that." Not just my girl, but everybody. If XP's acting away about something, I say, "Yo, XP, I don't want to do that. I want to do that."
Bro.
Even if he suggests something different, it should be like, "Yo, he's right." So when people look me dead in my eyes and I'm arguing with someone who should just take what I just said, acquiesce to what I just said, and be like, even though I don't agree with you, you're right. And is that, do we have guests? We have guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest. We have a guest.
1 second.
We might have a guest. We might have a guest. We might have a guest. Please don't have no stress. I'm on your girl breast.
No, but you were saying something really cool.
Who?
You.
Me? I don't remember.
You said that if all of you guys, if all of you guys focus and center on me, how is it that I can't be the voice
of reason?
So dead that if both of you guys have a vested interest in me.
That's it. Perfect way to put it.
But here's the problem, T. This is what my problem is. Before you get on it, let me just pause. Whoa.
It's a tag team situation.
Hey, tag team back again.
But the problem that I'm having with people in my life and people that I deal with is when I think like that or even remotely get to that level, they throw in the selfish card. They throw in that it's not always about you. They throw in that, it's whatever you want to do. It's
Trivelle.
whatever it is. It's whatever. It's all you. It's not always about you. It's not always about you. And it's like, why the fuck is it not about me? Why the fuck can it not be about me?
Why
but
can't-
I come off wrong. I
Yeah.
come off as a selfish, entitled man that wants everything to be his way and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And then now I'm that asshole in the corner like Andrew Tate or whoever the fuck it is when a nigga says, yo, I don't want to do this. Or, yo, I want you to do that.
Yeah.
And they throw it on me. And because
hold on.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah. They throw it on you all in the midst of two family members in the span of 2 weeks.
My uncle died. My uncle died yesterday.
Not some far removed, twice removed.
My uncle died yesterday.
Blood family like
And my cousin died
the Njaku side.
on my Nigerian side maybe a few weeks ago.
The already small side.
And here it is.
And this is happening.
Both of those deaths are not health related per se, and they're not old age or anything. One of them was
What?
all right. People don't want to know life. People want to complain about dumb fucking shit when there's real shit happening in the world. So when I say dead something, people don't want to dead it. When I'm telling you, my uncle, according to reports so far, was by a bitch.
What?
In Nigeria. And then my other cousin who died a few weeks ago, which is his daughter,
What?
that lives here, was killed in a group home or in a family, in a one of those group home place, whatever, because there was a fight that occurred and she got, I don't know if it was bludgeoned to death or some shit that occurred.
Yeah. Look, I'll have to talk to you about this offline.
Yeah,
Look, we're gonna have to blank out some of
I'm
this.
gonna have to talk to you about
but
this offline. Because the conclusions that you know what's funny? And I've been seeing anyway. There's a lot of things that I've been seeing, feeling, hearing you discuss that made me feel the way you told me you felt about didn't say nothing because I seem so happy. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put it out there just like that, and then we'll have a conversation.
All right.
Because sometimes you see somebody you're like, and what about? He seems happy though, and then you just let it ride.
But some people, you know what? But you know what you got to remember?
Yeah.
I like to make even the worst situation look good.
No,
Because
bro,
you
we're
have
saying-
to.
I could have $0. You'll never
Yeah.
believe I have $0. Why? Because you just saw me buy a piece of food there. You see
Yeah.
that I'm close. I have a lineup. I got a fresh
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah.
And you think everything is all great.
Yeah.
And that's what my fear is with anybody that I deal with. That's always my fear.
No,
Like,
but
no one's gonna check up on me because they think I'm all good.
But we'll bleep this, but your does know. So to look at your life in shambles and add to it is not like on some real non-negotiable, keeping it all the way funky. I never forgot when, see me arguing with my mom, and me and my mom are arguing because of the fight that day, and da-da-da-da-da. And then she would come and be like, "What are we doing about these wedding invitations?" I said, "Yo, like I'm literally
You just saw.
You just saw what happened.
and you're not helping me with it either." You know what I'm saying? So
You're
like,
not helping.
You're not acquiescing to the situation.
Why can't they say, yo, what
and
can
then
I
now
do?
if I
What can I do
say,
to help?
"Yo, I don't want to do this right now," then it's like, "Oh, you can't have it your way. You can't. This is not what I wanted either." Oh wow. Oh, so you're just not it.
So it actually doesn't even matter what's going on. Like you
no, you're
actually
just not
have
it.
no care about what's going on.
I told you the number one thing a woman could give you is the hardest thing for her to give you, which is to hold you if you're broken.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Bruv, it's hard. A lot of women be like, sit down with a woman. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to simulate this, but sit down with a woman and tell her you're worth close to $1 million. She'll offer you a whole lot. Fuck. None of it will be, I'll hold you if you're broken.
Not one of them.
None of it will
Even
be,
though that's all you're looking for.
bro, it's worth gold.
That's more than everything. That's worth like
I like that title.
worth more than everything.
Yeah, more than everything. I like it. I like that title. I don't know so much. Wait, let me write that down.
I so wish we could have brought you guys in on that conversation. We can't. So much of I don't know how that's going to be edited. That goes to our great captain over there. But I want to start with something that's been near, dear, true to my heart.
No, we started, but I understand what you're saying. You want to get to a
near, dear,
place.
true to my heart. I want Johnathan Majors under the jail, not because he did nothing wrong. I just don't want to see that nigga no more.
Oh, okay, but can we not use the word jail in him then? Can I like use something else?
No, but I need him away.
Okay, so
But he's
do
gonna
that.
be away.
But do that. But
No. I don't need him like roaming the streets. The man's a menace.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, roaming the streets, and we actually saw him roaming the streets.
He was roaming the streets.
Away, but
No, I'm being aggressive.
Yeah, you're being
Did you guys see
aggressive.
the Johnathan Majors 17-minute Good Morning America interview?
only clips of it.
I only saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing.
I
But
know, but I
can
got the clip notes.
Can I ask this one question? Who was it that said, who brought the old timey 1950s rhetoric of, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you"? Who said that? Was it the girl? Was it the mystery lady that he was talking? Okay, so it wasn't Johnathan Majors, right?
No, it wasn't him.
It was
He got this.
whoever the side piece
That's
was.
what the message. Yeah, that's what turned.
I know who it was. It was Coretta.
Oh my God!
Who? No. Hold on. Who messages
We're
a man?
out of here. We're out of here.
Who messages a man? "Oh, how I wish." Wait,
Couldn't be
that's
Megan
foreplay.
Good. It's not Megan Good.
Are you sure?
First of all, I'll tell you this right now.
If it is,
If Megan Good messaged me, "Oh, how I was to be kissing her," I'd be all about it. I don't know.
Exactly.
So what are you talking about? We're talking about
I'd
Maggie.
be all about it.
One of my realest crushes to this.
I'd be like, "Truly thine, woman of mine." I'd be all about it.
Dine, fine, spine.
Here's what I don't like about the Johnathan Majors thing, which pisses me off.
Okay,
yeah?
because you watched the entire.
Watch the whole thing, and it's just something that I think we talk about as black men all the time.
Yeah.
I think that if you're a black man and you choose to, date different types of people,
White people, particularly.
different types of people, that there are choices that you're allowed to make. And I still think you could comment on everything. Even I know this. If it goes south,
Then-
shut
Yeah.
up. Because you knew the risks
Oh, okay. That's what
before you went.
All right. Yeah.
I feel the same way about, like, for me, I think CTE is terrible.
Corporate Thugs Entertainment.
So CTE is a degenerative brain disease that's
Oh.
being a lot of guys who do contact
In
sports.
football. Okay.
But what you don't hear a lot of are athletes. People who complain about CTE are the people who are around.
I know. It's
not
never.
athlete.
It's
Yeah.
never the athlete because deep down in their heart, they know I made a deal.
With the devil.
Not with
No,
the devil, but
not
this
with
is
the
this is
The proverbial
this is the price I paid.
injury-prone
My dream.
sport.
This is the price I paid to chase my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could have done something else or win it because there are players that retire early.
Yeah.
Luke
They
Kuechly did
take
a
the
couple
money-
years,
they take the money and go.
got his rookie contract, and then
Yeah.
even said, "Bro, I want a chance to have my brain. I'm not doing this with y'all no more." Right?
Yeah. And that
Patrick
takes a
Willis
lot
retired
of.
early. Okay, there are guys who make that deal. Some guys don't get that monetary opportunity. Blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
when you sign up to do boxing,
Right.
mixed martial art, content.
UFC, all that.
Absolute
To a
physicality.
man, as the athlete, they know it's the deal I made.
Yeah.
It is the deal
wrestling.
I made.
Yeah.
Right? I feel that way if you're a black man who did such a race.
You're right.
If it goes good for you and you're Tom
Kudos.
Brady and you're 40-something years old,
Kudos.
man.
With kids and everything.
Oh
kudos.
man, you beat the
So-
game. If you're
You
Floyd
got the-
Mayweather and he still kind of has his faculties, he doesn't talk any slower now than he did when he was fighting,
yeah, it's
right?
the same,
Yeah.
it's the same.
Floyd, you know what? You beat the game. You're not stuttering and stuff. Floyd,
Yeah.
you beat the game. Good for you. But the rest of y'all, we as a society will do the best we can to help you. But we also, in our hearts, should know that you made this. Like you knew what this was.
That's what you mean. Okay.
You signed up for
Yeah,
this.
like, yeah.
If you're Johnathan Majors and your baby mom's is white, and then this girl is white, don't come to me talking about no Coretta and
Wait, Johnathan Majors' baby. He has a baby on, and she's white.
I didn't know that.
I actually didn't know. This is new information.
right. So then don't come on an interview and be like,
I didn't know that.
"Oh, she's been perfect. She's been a Coretta. She's been everything." I mean, it's a new relationship, but
You talking about
think I
Megan
found
in reference to Megan
Megan
Good?
Good
You're talking.
sitting there looking beautiful, by the way.
I know.
Yo, listen.
Bro, the race baiting.
Don't blame him, man. Look,
The
it's
race
Megan
baiting,
Good.
the race baiting,
Look at
the
him.
virtue signaling, the screaming
These are-
out to us when you're in trouble. I'm sick of
Yeah.
these black guys doing that, bro. Y'all was over there doing that, and y'all told
So you
us-
knew the risks.
bro. Not even knew the risks. You don't think that you have to know if you're a successful black man? This is what you have to know. If I'm a successful black man,
Yeah.
I can't have a toxic relationship with a woman outside my race, or it's over for me. We know that. I know it sounds crazy. Every black man knows that.
But the thing
Everyone.
about people is
But do
everybody
they?
when the exact no,
You
they
don't
do
think a
no.
black man don't know?
No.
But
they
do
know.
they?
They know.
I can't have a toxic relationship with a woman who's not. Who's
Yo,
not black.
they
If I'm
know.
black. I know.
They know,
And
but
paid.
just like
Just
with
get me out of here.
anything, though, Trivelle, with anything, that's not gonna happen to me when I get in.
Yeah, exactly.
They forget
Because-
about that. It's gonna happen
No,
to
but
me.
if it does go, if it does go south,
That's what I mean.
shut up.
But they won't shut up. They forget.
No,
They forget.
See,
I'm
and
telling
that's-
you, they
But
forgot.
that's the part I don't give you.
You're not taking that with you.
That's the part I can't give you because Johnathan says the relationship was toxic and tumultuous for 2 years. Johnathan Majors did something in the relationship that I find deplorable. He threatened to kill himself. That's abusive.
Oh man.
And he says that comes from ideations of him wanting to remove him.
I shouldn't have laughed, but
From when he was a young boy in Texas and he's depressed. I'm not saying he's not depressed. I'm not shooting at that. I am always shooting at a man who's telling a woman, "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself because I'm such a terrible man."
Okay, shoot me. I've said stupid shit like that before in my life.
Are you serious?
I have said stupid shit like that in my life.
yeah, but
Not
based off of cheating or like being a terrible man.
I'm so it's like, what I think what will make this work is if I just knock my head off and die.
Okay.
And maybe
you said that before?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you. We've all been young. Let's all play. I've said it before. Right? But as a grown man, have you said that?
Yes.
In your 30s?
Yeah.
To the girl?
Yeah.
No, dude.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm saying
but that's not. It wasn't. It's not like after cheating.
No. Have you done that too? Now I'm not talking about after cheating. I'm talking in a fight and she's just piling on. You know what? I'm just so bad.
No, wait. Context is key. Context is key.
I'm talking about in more of an enraged. Like here's a solution for
to
you,
this
nigga.
Impossible situation.
Like she mad at you. She mad at you.
Yeah,
same thing.
So it's like, okay, you're mad. No, you're mad. It's like this, that, anything I say is nothing's good. Nothing is gonna work. So it's like, okay, so you know what? Yeah, wait. So let me just fucking.
But you know what I will. But
that will help you out, right? Because why are you still fucking here then?
Nah, because TL say this. TL say this.
I like to exert all.
No, you don't. Because you're not actually gonna do that.
Okay. So then, what's the?
What the hell? You can't be saying.
That's why no one takes me serious because they know I'm not gonna do that.
Because that's the difference. Because people,
am I off?
Because people that are gonna people that are gonna do it aren't gonna really talk about it.
Bro, I have a friend one time. I had a friend. God rest his soul. Bro, the man was like. Bro, he was just using a whole lot of vocabulary that was like a trip, but forever. I'm just gonna get out of here. Never told nobody.
See, that's different.
Just gonna go for a ride.
Trivelle, that's
then he'll be like, you know what,
different.
man? It's like when I look at my life and I look at everything that's going on. It'll be better once I just go. Go where? No, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go take a ride.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see.
That's different.
And that's the one that's terrifying. Yeah. So if we're in a relationship, bro, I've had a girl do that to me before. That's why I think it's so toxic. I've had a girl do that to me.
It is toxic.
But I've even had a girl say. Like, I've said stuff like, man, you make me feel terrible right now. And then a woman will say, oh, are you saying that? Because I was with a Colombian one. She would love to hear me say, I'm going to kill myself. She's like, are you saying you're going to? I said, no. Let me be very clear. I'm never going to do that. Don't ever take anything I say to ever suggest, sound, or mean that. Because that's never where we're going. Because that's abusive. Stop doing that. Don't talk like that.
No, I mean, I make mistakes.
I understand, but here's the thing. Because I said in your 30s on purpose because I know you've been messing with it since you been in your 30s. Don't do that no more.
I've said it. I you know what? It's a toxic trait that I haven't let go yet.
I know in that shit.
Oh my
God. This guy just wants the whole episode to be blank though. And you know what?
Sorry,
and that's
guys,
fine.
for blanking out all this shit. But
I'm Katt Williams today.
We'll get
blank out nothing.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Take it over, XP. I wanted to hit that Johnathan Majors point initially. I find it disgusting when these men
don't know the game that they're in until they're knee deep in it.
Act like they don't know the game they're in.
Yeah.
Johnathan Majors had a 3-story penthouse walk up in New York. The dude had
which is insane.
He knew what the F was up.
Going on.
You see me? He met her on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp, which means he had already done Creed. He had already done Magazine Dreams. He had already been on Lovecraft Country. He had already done The Five Bloods with Spike Lee. He was around people. Magazine Dreams?
That's the one that didn't come
out from Warner Brothers. Not coming out anymore.
Did you? Where did you see it?
That's not South by.
Oh, South by?
It was a film festival.
Oh, so you didn't get the file?
No.
Oh my
That's
God.
not fair though.
No.
He got 2 misdemeanors, yo.
No, bro, it is fair. I'm not going to make no money circulating this movie.
Misdemeanors, yo.
Right? Missy Elliott.
Why is he on? Why is this interview on ABC? What do you think what do you think the reason is?
The same company who owns his IP because there's a conspiracy with that.
There's a conspiracy.
What I'll say is that
that is a good thing.
First of all, and then for him to sit there and be like, they're like, Marvel dropped you after the verdict came out, and he goes, the same hour. It was devastating. Nah, nigga. We knew you were getting dropped if you got guilty of anything.
Yeah, they had the email ready to send.
It was written a week ago.
If there were 7 counts, if he just got 1, they were dropping him.
Yeah,
they just wanted to hear the
bro.
one.
He could have been guilty of a count of entering the courtroom without socks. They would have dropped him.
They were going to drop him.
You have to be not guilty, son.
Zero.
Is you crazy?
You have to be
100% exoneration.
You got to be 10 out of 10.
I don't like when these guys move. Like they don't know what the heck is going on. So
yeah.
Literally down the camera, black men, my fellow brothers,
my fellow Americans,
gentlemen with whom I feel a strong sense of loyalty,
distinction,
a strong sense of brotherhood
and solidarity.
What we must know, whatever choice you make, do not be involved in a toxic relationship. If you see yourself as a great man, if you see yourself as a man of means, if you see yourself as a man of any great reputation, do not spend any time in a toxic relationship. But heed the warning through history that has been so clear and potent for us to see.
Yeah.
If you are in a toxic relationship,
it better not be color based.
Better not be with a white woman. I tell you that right now, bro, because they'll get you the heck out of here, bro. They will get you out of here, bro. You got out of here, bro. On everything, understand that especially in America, they get you out of here. You don't get to survive what you did
because they already don't want you there,
bro.
So they're just looking for the first. About? They're looking for their first excuse, and that's understandable.
Johnathan Majors gonna say, I want to go reversed. If you look at that footage and it was a black man chasing after a young white woman, he would have been killed in the streets of New York.
Yeah, exactly. I did hear
you knew that before you was in that relationship, son.
He did know.
You knew that before you was in the relationship, son.
That is true.
I make a vow.
The heck your problem, son?
Can I make a vow?
Yeah, make a vow.
My vow is, if I follow Trivelle's footsteps and I get with a white girl,
yo, get this guy off the show.
Yo, we have a replacement.
I'm not married.
All right.
I'm not with nobody.
Hey, Chad.
Let me say my shit.
Follow my footsteps.
Chad,
Let me say my shit. If
you're
I
up next.
If I get with a white girl and it's not,
we follow footsteps.
And if we not sexing, if we in a serious relationship, if I'm gonna get in a situation with a white girl, listen, white girls, you signing something, all right? You're signing some shit.
I don't know, but you signing something. We leaving here with something.
I want to be clear. I'm not vilifying white women. I'm just saying you sign it. It's a warning to black men that,
protect
bro,
me.
just generally speaking, I think if you're with a woman and you do her dirty, she's coming for you. In society, if a white woman is the one that's coming for you, you in trouble, son.
It's over for
and
you.
that would be the way,
He's lucky
yes.
that it went the way he went for him.
It could have went.
Megan Good saved him. I agree with Katt Williams.
Yeah, she saved him.
Megan Good saved him.
And not just because it's a black woman.
Because if he was there single, still going through trial, they'd be like, this guy's a monster.
But see, it's not just because it's a black girl and not because he's just single. It's because she one of the baddest, man. Look at her, man.
Megan's last man was a pastor, bro.
Yeah, look at
That's
her.
right.
The man went and got an angel.
Literally.
Yo, if your name last name is good, come on, man. It's good. And the Lord said, what did he say?
And it was good.
I'm just so upset with this man, bro.
No, I understand. No, I know. We all like him. Of course.
Bro, I was just watching him in, what was I watching?
Bro, I met him.
Oh, you met him?
Yo, bro, he was such a nice guy. He used to walk around with a little cup. Because he said his grandma told him, be careful who you let in. All that stuff, I don't even believe no more. But he was a nice dude, man.
What did I watch recently? I was watching him and I'm like, you guys are not going to let me not
like this nigga.
This guy. I'm sorry. He's too... we're in the acting world, man. We're actors. We're directors. There's no way I cannot watch or want to see what that nigga's doing on screen, bro.
And because he's a Yale kid, because he's a theater kid, I want to be clear. Like, I don't want to sound that guy.
I understand.
Bro, I understand why the guy was around
white
women of different culture.
White women.
And that's what because he was a Yale educated theater kid. Like, let's not pretend, right?
Let me let the niggas know that.
But
niggas
bro,
that are in acting.
If you one of them, if you a man and you becoming one of them and you have enough wherewithal to tell your girl that she want to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama, then you know what the heck is up, bro. You know what the heck is up. If you're gonna be moving with a side piece on that girl,
yeah.
You know what the heck is up. Leave the relationship, man.
Yeah, leave the relationship.
And then if the girl's gonna come reach for your phone, and you want to come pull out a phone and you want to touch on the road and push her back in the car, bro, you out of your mind?
You're out of your mind. You're literally out of your mind at that point.
Because Johnathan doesn't want to admit. If a cop was walking by and saw Johnathan pick up this woman and pull her back in the car, he would have been shot.
He would have been shot in the streets.
If he picked up the white woman, because if he picked up the black woman, he would have still.
They'd be like, oh, nothing to see here.
They might say, hey, what's going on here?
Oh, it's just a little domestic dispute.
They might say, hey, what's going on here? They might.
Hey, you guys okay? What? She a little drunk? She a little intoxicated? She had a little juicy juice?
You just gotta know the rules, bro.
I just don't like when our heroes. What did Drake say in that song, man?
Gotta know the rules, man.
No, remember what he said that song? Something about heroes falling from graces. I don't want to see even the young heroes falling from graces in the
who was destined for such
early stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, because anything that he gets now is gonna be a fraction.
These guys that are like supposed to be the kings, the new
bro, black to replace on the bench longer than Longer than Jacoberto, fam. I haven't seen him, man. Bro, the man's Blade movie doesn't want to come out.
No, but they're working.
We just saw him watch the. We just watched the fucking movie.
Yes, which is a movie that I wanted to talk about.
He did a good job in the Netflix film starring Julia Roberts.
The Journey to the Center of the
other guys that were
Ethan Hawke.
Yes.
Hawke. And what's the other one?
Ethan Hawke, and what's the other guy that's like his brother?
His twin.
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, Stephen Hawke.
Exactly, a great actor.
That was a really good. You know what I'll say? Because I did want to talk.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
I know, of course.
I'm just turned up right now.
What did you say? Mahershala is what?
No, he's a good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Don't do
criticized him in my previous statement, and I want to take that back.
He's a great actor. He's one of my actual favorites right now.
I remember from House of Cards, bro. He been killing it.
He's fucking amazing.
Yeah, House
bro.
of Cards.
He's amazing.
The Marvel. What was it? What was
not Blade.
Not Blade. Yeah.
Luke Cage.
Was it Luke Cage?
Yeah,
yes, it was Luke Cage.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and he was really good.
I think they made a mistake. Take him out too early.
What was the other movie? Sunlight. Not Spotlight. Moonlight. But I didn't even see it, so I don't. But I did see the Green Book that he was also
he
in.
Murdered the
I don't
Green
like
Book.
movies like that though.
What movies like what?
Like
the South.
I've just done a race rant. I can't do it again.
I understand.
I'm not good with.
But
I'm not good with Driving Miss Daisy, and I'm not good.
No, I understand. But the context of it was really good.
He acted very well as an actor.
Yeah, I'm only talking about his acting. But the point,
I know Hollywood loves that.
I know. And it won so many awards. But that movie, though, I'll tell you what I didn't like.
Academy, didn't he not? I swear he did.
For what? For that?
Didn't he not?
Oh yes, I think for the Green Book.
No, he won for Moonlight. Sorry, Moonlight. It was Moonlight.
Sorry, the Netflix movie is called what? The Journey to the Center of the Earth? No,
it's definitely not that. It's called Left Us All Today.
The World Behind. Left the World Behind.
Leave the World behind.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. You know what I don't appreciate, because here's the thing, and I think it's, and I hate staying on the race thing, but people, because the Obamas were the executive producers on this, everybody's saying like they're trying to warn us, or they're trying to like preempt and create like the end of the world scenario because they funded and greenlit this movie that was already a book by a gentleman in 2020 or 2019, whatever it was, and then directed by the gentleman who did Mr. Robot. You know, I don't like when they keep saying that to niggas only, because any of the conspiracies that have to do with anybody else, any other different of these white people that directed or executive produced, they don't say anything. But because it's the Obama, these guys are not presidents.
I want to know what they're gonna say when Civil War comes out. Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Which kind of seems like the follow up to. It's kind of like the detail.
I want to know who consulted on that film.
Yeah, you see, but guarantee what, if it's anybody who's not black, you're not going to hear about who consulted on it.
I'm not sure. I think. Look, do I think that a president goes into a movie about the end of the world and they say, "Hey, Mr. President, what would happen in the form of disinformation? How would you attack?"
Yes.
Yeah, how would you deal with it?
The same way you would consult a military guy about military strategy.
Yes.
But look, we live in a world where you need to have a point of view and you got to pick an angle and it's got to put you to the left or to the right. Mm-hmm. And what they're saying about the film goes hand in hand with that as well. I don't think it's exempt from that. Mm-hmm. But look, it's a disgrace if we give it too much time, because I don't want to say the other side because it's not us versus them.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the former president of the United States dropped clues and hints about the pending attempt to end the world through false nuclear holocaust and misinformation.
Yeah.
Misinformation.
In a film released on Netflix. I don't think that.
No.
Exactly. That's what's pissed me off. In fact, because I was actually going to talk about it before, and I had a list.
I always give the conspiracy theorists their day. I'll let you get to the list.
Yeah. No, well, I don't even.
The most convincing conspiracy theory I ever heard was about 9/11.
Everything about
the most convincing, the most, because I was ever like, yo,
because there was documentaries.
That's a good point.
A
lot of people said
there was too much.
And you haven't found a single whistleblower yet.
Not one.
And here's my point: if these people are who you say they are, and they're spending as much money as you say they spending, and they killing as many people as they say they kill, we don't know.
We don't know.
I'll tell you that I tell you right now. That dude sitting in his room on YouTube who's been Googling information and called disgraced General R.C. MacArthur he don't know either, bro. He don't know either, bro. Now, here's the thing. Do some of y'all have a point? Absolutely.
100%.
But some of your evidence isn't right.
And that's
But you
really
have
where
a
it
point,
comes down to.
which is
Yeah.
why, because you have a point, we should have debate.
And
It's
we
not that
listen.
I'm stupid and you're brainwashed. I'm red pill. You're not. We shouldn't be doing that.
No.
It should be, hey, you have a point. Come, let's have a debate.
That's the
You bring what you
dialogue. Let's
got.
have
I bring
dialogue.
what I got, and let's learn
Let's
from
see.
one another.
Let's see what makes
Let's not
sense.
come for a win or for a loss. That's my personal.
That is 1,000%. That 9/11 thing is crazy.
It's hard not to.
And you
to
know,
take in.
see, and I don't want to bring. And we're only going to touch on this for a tiny bit. Pause. Like when you consider information and how it gets out and what the information is about, and then you consider who is in charge. And I'm going to tread this very lightly. When you consider who's in charge, like, for example, like some of these wars that are going on, one of the current wars, and I won't necessarily say what it is, but I think we know one of the bigger wars that are out. When you consider the amount of information that is being funneled and dictated a certain way, and the nationality or what those people are that are in charge of it, like one of the biggest social media companies, that owns, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads. They get to funnel and put information in such a way that people who are none the wiser are only getting those version of events. We owe so much thanks to the stars for the Chinese niggas that own TikTok. Because if they did not,
Be careful.
no. As crazy as it sounds, there is an unfiltered amount of information that is coming out about
Elon. You have that with Elon.
But yes, but the difference with
That's what I'm
Elon
trying to
is
take him out. They said Elon on drugs. They're
yes,
trying to take him out back.
he's purposely going to Israel and he's saying that he's riding with them folk.
Yeah,
Okay, so even though he's presenting a neutral front, he in his ideology he's still riding with them folks.
No, I think Elon's making personal decisions.
Yeah.
But I think that he acquired Twitter/X
To be
an open forum for.
I know, but
yes.
even
his
in his
philosophy, I think is no matter what you are saying,
yes,
come and talk about it here.
But unfortunately, I'm seeing the real life effects of some of those decisions in real time with how some of this information is being presented on those platforms. And like I said, we're not going to delve into it because that's not what this is. But what I'm saying is we have to thank, even if, like, you have to be thankful of people who have a completely opposing worldview in a position of power, because even if their intention is devious, because like that movie, they're just there to present disinformation, but at least it's alternate information. And it's information that those big boys that are in charge of the other side cannot control in a way that they can with the mediums that they have control over. So we have to thank, it's almost, you have to thank the devil that's there, because without that, the alternative is scary, because the alternative is radio silence. The alternative is you don't get to see the video of hostages that were under Hamas, who were treated so well and have nothing to say but good things about these people. But then the same can't be said for the other side. Without that, we would never, the people that follow normal news and stuff like that, and without going deep inside, they would never know that that's happening. And I think that's more of my point. So you have to really thank these opposing forces in the context of this, because without that, we would have no idea of the undercurrent story in the narrative that is being pushed. That is really what it is in that regard. So no matter where you land on it, you have to be thankful of people that have a different worldview, because if they have a different worldview and they have a different way of looking at things, then that's going to give people another way of looking at things that you might have not, that we might have not had, and you have to be thankful for it no matter what. There was this other thing that I had seen. I just thought this was two. Well, there's two other things. So one, I'm gonna get into the there's another Twitter thing I want to talk about, or X or whatever. But I don't know if you guys ended up seeing, and I guess this is music. music-based podcast or whatever. I just thought this was so funny. So this, there was these kids, right? I don't know how old they were. They were really young. And they were at some kind of party, and there was this little girl who had a microphone, and she was egging on her friends, and they were singing the lyrics to the Drake record, Bend That Ass Over, Shake That Ass For Me, Shake That Ass For Drake, now Shake That Ass For Me. The Rich Baby Daddy record, and it was little kids, but they were censoring themselves. So they weren't saying the ass and whatever, but the kind of I guess what do you call it? The beef and the point of contention that was being had was that these kids were really young and they're singing these sexy,
memorize the lyrics.
And they've memorized the lyrics, and like, of course, parents are this is obviously some kind of kids party, like maybe like a 6-year-old kids party, and they're singing these lyrics, but they are censoring themselves, and everyone's like, oh, this generation is going to hell in a handbasket. Like, it's like, I can't believe that we've gotten here. Like, this is so disgusting.
I just want to say, and I say this to everybody who says this to me. The generation of our parents invented Woodstock.
Yo.
Like, that was their invention. Like, they thought to themselves, hey, yo, why don't we just give this farmer a little bit of money for his land, and we just come out here and do drugs and like have sex for like a couple of days.
to the backbeat of music.
You know what I'm saying? And then the generation of our parents gave us heroin. Frank Lucas was a multi-hundred millionaire.
Yep.
For pushing heroin in only Harlem.
Heroin, crack, cocaine, all this shit.
We've been a society with bigger issues than
shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for Drake.
And the kids is blanking themselves.
And the kids is censoring themselves, which I thought that was going to be the headline.
At the end of the day,
come on.
If I was a teenager during Woodstock, my mom would not have let me go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's somewhere your mom would have let you go. It all comes down to parenting. It all comes down to the
absolutely
family.
Yes, exactly. And what they learn at home in context of how they ingest everything else in society. What I will say that was so funny, and this, and
I do think we're not. I will say this. I don't think we're doing as good as a job as we used to of protecting what could be considered the purity of children.
I understand, and the internet is to blame for that. But but here's what I will say.
So I think that's the adjustment. I think that we acknowledge, well, the internet's going to get to the kids a lot faster than we will.
So then you have to double down, about things. But what was so funny was this girl who was really offended. Like, I can't believe that they're letting our kids listen to this, and like this is like society is going down the hole. She also said, my parents would have never let me listen to stuff like this. God. My brother to you in Christ, in Allah, in Buddha, and Krishna.
Oh my God.
This girl is an OnlyFans model.
Yeah, it's important.
She's an OnlyFans model whose every second tweet is video and pictures of her bare breasts. Her bare breasts is on the internet for everybody to ingest without even paying $1.
Do you think
she's giving up for free.
$1.
Huh?
Do you think she's hypocritical?
I don't even know what to call. I don't even know if you call it hypocrisy.
Or
it's insanity. Because if anything, you should be one of the people that are on the other side saying, you know, I do understand, you know, you have to let kids be kids. You know, they're going to ingest their influences and what's popular, but it's up to the parents at home, you know, to set the standards and let them grow the way that. But this girl was pissed, saying that her parents.
She's going to say, can I play the other side?
Sure.
Her argument's going to be, my content is for adults. So it has no respect of what I want for children.
But she said that her parents would never let her listen to that music. Yeah, and this is where she's landed.
No, and they wouldn't let me on OnlyFans either. As a grown adult.
Yeah, no one lets you do anything. Your parents,
when you adult woman, she's allowed to make her choice.
When you get to 13, your parents say, okay, you're a teenager now. Here's porn for you.
You think OnlyFans is porn?
What she's doing is porn.
Is she getting dug out on her OnlyFans?
I'm not going to go into details about what.
Whoa, Mr. Man.
She's naked.
Who makes music videos? A naked woman is not a woman who's
Look,
I
don't have a naked girl in my video. Just because she's wearing a brown panty. Well, we could talk about that.
I'm going to say this. I do not have a problem with anybody getting money in any way they want to get it.
But when you want
OnlyFans, but when you start judging and start looking at things through a specific lens, I have to laugh.
I would never. You think a woman? Okay, so let's say a sex worker.
Okay.
She can't have opinions about children?
Of course.
She can have opinions about children who are singing one of the cleanest songs and censoring themselves in a parental environment.
Are you guys serious?
Yeah. What do you mean, you guys?
This is going to be a good episode because I'm against y'all on a lot of these today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's say I know a woman who's a dancer, an entertainer. She's a stripper.
Okay.
She's a dancer, she's an entertainer, she's a stripper. Which one?
Well, I mean, I consider all three of those things
to be synonymous with each other. Okay.
Same?
Yeah.
Potentially. She can wear many hats.
Let's say the person is all three. Go ahead.
Okay. And she has a child.
Sure.
She has a child.
Sure.
She wouldn't let that woman have a stance on what she wants her child to see and not see.
Her child?
Yeah.
Her child?
Her child.
Yeah, her child, for sure.
Okay. Now, you wouldn't want her to have a stance on her seeing some other children consuming something that she thought was a bit off?
No.
So their consumption of Sexxy Red clean
job,
version with Drake.
She's exempt from having
No.
No.
If she was a librarian, would you be okay with her having the same opinion? If she was a librarian, would you have a problem with her having the same opinion?
About the kids listening to Sexxy Red. Would I have the opinion? And none of these kids are her own?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
You'd have the same problem?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter that she does OnlyFans?
No, not for me. That just heightens. That's a highlighter on the.
So it does mean something.
A little bit of something, but not.
So a woman having OnlyFans means something.
I have no problem with a woman having OnlyFans.
You can have OnlyFans. It's cool. But when you start, I don't like
speaking
when
to society's degeneration and the downfall of it.
Why? Of course I can.
No, because I have a problem with that. I didn't say you can't. No, because I have a problem with something doesn't mean that you
can't. Fair play. I have an OnlyFans. I also have an opinion on what children should be consuming. Those two things are not the same.
Mm-hmm. I know, and I can also disagree with
my ability to have an opinion because I
No, I can agree with your opinion of the fact that these kids are living a degenerated life because they're listening to Sexxy Red and blanking out the words. It sounds like they're actually intelligent kids and want to have fun and still have an understanding of right and wrong or what's dirty and what's clean.
Because if you think
a beautiful thing,
if you think that them listening to that song is the sign of the degeneration of society, then you, my friend, have a lot more research and a lot more understanding of what's even happening to come to that conclusion. That's not the Drake Rich Baby Daddy song is not the degenerate of society. There's other things at play, and like I said, I have no problem with the OnlyFans thing. I just think when you when you do something, when you do exactly like when Jesus said he without sin cast the first stone, these people really don't understand what that even means. Yo, you can have opinions on these things, but to make your opinions so loud and so putting down of another people that are doing something that you don't think is good is just funny, because now we can't take anything that you say seriously, because if that's your point of contention because of that, it's like, get fucking real. If you say you don't want your kids to watch this movie, you're like, I don't want my kids to watch that movie because of whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Then when you say your friends' kids or the friends of those kids who watch that movie, they're degenerated. There's something wrong with them. We would never. That's like,
I didn't hear the commentary. She went.
What do we do? She's going hard in the paint.
She's going hard in the paint.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like, wait, what? Why can't you just say?
And then I understand why you saying, but you have an OnlyFans, which requires a lot of society's understanding too. So.
Yeah,
and it's a new your job. And OnlyFans it's a new medium in context of the world, because in fact, if we want to really get technical, OnlyFans, the sexual aspect of it would be the antithesis or the counterculture of the establishment of pornography and lewd films, in the sense that the establishments own the content, they set the race, they set the this, but the OnlyFans is like the people taking back their power and taking it in their, yes, it's the decentralization. It's like crypto. It's like independent artists being able to release music on Spotify and stuff without the major label. So you would just think someone who's already thinking in those independent solo business outside of the establishment, you just think they would have a little more couth on an understanding for something that is so nuanced. So I just think it's funny. Like you said, everyone's allowed to have their opinion and say what they want, but just know that you are now making it bad for other people who are doing what you're doing when you're coming to that conclusion based on what you're seeing. Because shake that for me, shake that for Drake. Kids at a 6-year-old party. Okay, so what? There's worse things. Now it's funny. There's this other kid who, wasn't planning on talking about it, but this kid whose name is Lil RT. He's this little kid, maybe 6, 7, 8, who's talking about sheer absolute violence, murder, mayhem, destruction.
It's like bad.
He's like it's bad, bro. He's talking about spinning the block.
Yeah.
He's talking about taking out his ops when he hasn't even had his 2:00 nap yet. At daycare.
Somebody's right.
Because his parents or whatever. Now that's different because
they know what bangs in the streets.
Because my argument would be, if you're gonna talk about those things, then at least be at the age where we know that everything else that was supposed to happen in your life for whatever reason did not, and this is where you are. Not at this age. I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you doing that.
But the counter I have to that, if he was a concert pianist, you wouldn't have that opinion.
But what do you mean?
If it was a 6-year-old,
I don't think that's a good analogy.
No, but if he was a 6-year-old Bach,
because he's playing an instrument though.
But it's art.
Well, vocals are instruments, so I can understand his. I can understand. Yes, and he's right.
If he was 6 years old. If he was 6-year-old
singing, say something
at a new symphony harmonic or whatever, okay, playing a concert in front of everybody, okay, at the Met Gala, okay, you would be saying that this guy shouldn't be commodifying his art.
It's not the same.
It is. It's art.
There are similarities for sure.
I'm not the same.
No, it's not the same. Nothing was the same.
He's talking about the content and the size or the age of the person saying the content. Saying
doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Someone playing the piano and somebody singing are two different things. I don't care if it's music. It's still two different things.
See, when Bow Wow on Snoop Dogg's album,
there's some niggas that don't want to hear a 5-year-old rap, yo.
When Bow Wow,
what are we gonna do? What are we doing?
And there's something to do.
Some people, but then there's some people don't want to hear a squeaky voice going, "Oh my god, oh my." Like some people don't want to hear that.
What I'm saying is, we can't say it's wrong. I wouldn't let my.
Do you know if you hear a 5-year-old playing Bach and an 18-year-old playing Bach? Do you think you'll know the difference between who's 5 and who's 18?
Depends how good the 5-year-old is.
Shut up, Trivelle. You don't know who the fuck is at what age playing Bach. You don't know.
I got first walkout of 2024.
Hey.
It only took an episode.
Look, now that there's some calm or whatever. Yeah. My only problem with that is I feel like I have no problem with him rapping. In fact, I have no problem with him swearing. Him saying, "Yo, fuck all these niggas." I actually have no problem with that.
Sure.
It's actually just the content of actually speaking about having ops, talking about spinning the block, talking about murdering these people.
Sure.
That's actually I don't even have a problem with him. Like if he was saying it in a clever way that has some musicality to it, sure, I wouldn't even have the problem. But it's just about the age that he's starting at, because the whole thing about when it comes to people that are speaking this way, you're assuming that everything else in their life did not get to a good place to where this is the only output. So it's almost like saying, if he's starting at that age, whatever the preventative measures that were supposed to happen in the home or in society at large or in the education system didn't happen. It's like it already didn't happen at 8, but he's not even at the age yet. So it's like, yeah, so when they're 16 talking about that, that's different, because it's like, okay, They're in their teens. They're not 13 or 14 or 15. They're 16. You're 16. You're in what? Are you almost done high school?
16,
what are you?
You are in the 11th grade.
Okay, so you're almost done. You're almost done high school or whatever. That is completely different.
What are you guys
so
doing?
I just think.
What are you guys doing?
I don't like that. I don't like.
Trivelle compared a 5-year-old playing Bach on the piano the same as a 6-year-old rapping about
Getting rid of
niggas
ops
and saying, "What's the difference?"
For the ops, we gonna spin the block.
I know when I hear a 5-year-old rap and I hear a 25-year-old rap, I can hear the difference.
Yeah.
I can't hear the difference between a 5-year-old playing Bach who's incredible and a 19-year-old or a 25-year-old
I get you.
playing Bach. I can't tell the difference.
I get you.
It's just about the subject matter, and like I was saying when you left, I have no problem with the swearing because
Don't give a fuck about that.
Like that's not the issue.
The fuck?
But he's talking about fucking. He was talking about putting it in the hoe. He's
Because
talking about
someone-
raping the hoe. He was talking about
wrote it for
raping the hoe.
Well,
what are you talking about, Pee Wee Dick?
Yeah,
What are you talking
Everybody
about?
will do whatever they need to do to get things to go viral, and
That's the thing, too.
It was written, and everything is now we're talking about it,
And that's the
and
thing.
they get views, and
It's about virality.
and little kids who like us grown-ups rapping that shit. When
They're
they
like,
see
yeah.
someone that looks like them rapping that shit, they're like, "Oh
"Ooh,
shit,
shit."
that's fun, that's cool."
So it is. Yeah,
So hey, there's a place for everything, yo. Everybody, do whatever you want.
do whatever you want, bro.
Rap, kill, sing, die. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I'm real shit.
You know, no, I feel it, man. There's other places we can go with that, but I'm not even gonna go there
Let's
yet.
just go one place. One place y'all want to go. Let's stop playing around. Stop
Wait.
Stop
Well, no.
pigeonholing
Before we
around
get
shit.
before we get there, which we'll get there because we're not gonna have an 1,000-hour podcast. I just, I don't know how you guys feel about. And it's funny that we're talking about.
About
I mean
what,
that
about Marley One Love?
we're getting to this. Well, no, which yes is going to be a great film.
great film.
But
It better
what?
be.
Yeah, he's
His,
so.
his wife and his kids are involved. So
Yeah, when the family's
only people
involved-
you can blame is the family.
No, that's not true.
All right, you can blame the family. They're heavily involved. The wife is.
Heavily involved means they're helping with story. It doesn't mean that they're on set. Doesn't mean they pick the shots.
They said she was on set.
Oh, that's BS.
I'm just telling you what I read.
Most directors, the set is sacrosanct.
She's on.
No.
She
Come
is,
on.
Yo, his
I was a
his
big-
son
I
is
was a big fan.
production on it.
I was a big fan. Okay, I'll tell you why. I was a big fan. I was looking forward to the film.
And then?
I love the lead actor that they picked. I know a lot of people didn't like.
Why they don't love him?
They just didn't like the way that they.
English.
Yes.
That is stupid. Yo,
Right,
it's
but
acting.
he was in that. He was in
my
the.
God.
He was in the.
Why do black people do that?
He was in that movie with Malcolm X, Ali. God, it was directed. Gosh,
I know. Yes. That
Came
one.
out on Amazon a couple years
Yes,
ago.
yes,
4
I-
nights or
Yeah.
2 nights.
Yes, the 4 nights.
in
Yes.
Miami. The
But
nights in
then
Miami.
he was in Secret Invasion,
Oh, so
and that's one of the worst
That's what-
Marvel shows I've ever seen in my entire
and
life.
that's fair.
Wait,
that's fair.
hold on. It wasn't the worst one.
No, but
One
to
of the
him,
worst.
to him,
One
to
of the
him.
worst. One of the worst.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed.
Yeah, because you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of caping for Samuel Jackson right now. That's what you're doing.
So wait, you blaming that movie on Samuel Jackson's performance? I know you're not saying that.
No, it was a terribly written show.
Oh, that's different. That's
Terribly
different.
written, worse execution.
We actors can only do what y'all wrote for us.
I agree. I have hope. I
understand.
I have hope too. I have
I
hope.
want to see that new thing that I saw the
But
commercial
I
for
wa-
that girl. What's her name? That's part of the Marvel. It just came out. The commercial just came out the other day. It's Thing is in it. Daredevil's in it, even though it's
Oh,
not
yes.
about him. And
Yeah, you were telling me.
Echo.
Yeah.
It looked at least that looked.
dangerous. I thought,
But,
I thought it was like the raid.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? This is incredible.
Right.
Dangerous.
Yeah, but yeah, what I was saying was, how do you guys feel? Like, okay, when it comes to music, right, and lyrics and things like that, we talk about something often called, manifestation, right?
Yeah.
Your words taking a life of its own and creating the reality that you eventually live in. Now, obviously, some people have a more powerful form of manifestation. And in fact, it's one of the reasons why when broke rappers, for example, speak about prosperity and, having the chains, the whips, the cars, the house, or whatever, I actually don't have a problem with that because what they're doing is they're speaking about the life that they want to happen and not necessarily where they are currently at that point in time. Like before, I used to think it was false flagging, it was fake flexing, it was faking it till you're making it. But it's really about talking about where you want to be. It's not always about speaking truth to your reality, because if you stay too deep in your reality in your current state, you will never get out of it. You have to.
Ross has been the biggest drug dealer the past 20 years and never sold a drug. So
well, that's.
Wait, how do you know that?
But look, like that he never sold a piece of drug.
Do you remember when it came out?
He said a piece of drug.
Do you know when it came out that Rick Ross was a corrections officer?
Yeah. Back in the 50 days
campaign that they went off with to try and
to smear him and stuff.
And then eventually they just didn't care because Rick Ross's music was undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think.
And he's funny.
I don't think Rick Ross is the biggest drug dealer that ever seen Miami. I definitely think he made a lot of.
In fact,
he said that in a song. He's the biggest drug dealer in Miami.
One of my favorite songs from Rick Ross.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen this far. So at that point in time, you haven't seen a bigger boss.
One of my favorite songs from Rick Ross is a song called Turnpike Ike.
Yeah.
Which is a literal story of him going up and down the turnpike moving bricks.
So wait, so artists can't be
creative
storytellers anymore?
No, they can't. I'm agreeing.
But I know we're losing the lead, but that's fine because that is a fair.
Actors get to do whatever the fuck
I
they
would
want.
exactly, and I would argue that some of the greatest storytellers like Nas or even 50 Cent.
Did you listen to Nas' first album? Did he do all that time?
But it was understood that it was through a third person perspective. But anyway, but my point is that sometimes your words really become your reality. Like artists like. Pop Smoke, who spoke a lot about things and then spoke too much
He would never get caught lacking. That was a lie.
I know, but see, life doesn't keep a tally of what you say and say, okay, which one did you mean more than this one? It's everything is just taken, right? Or
saying what he said.
Yeah, exactly. Tupac talking about his demise time and time again, that these guys were going to get him. The East Coast, they beefing with me, and all these different things, and then eventually his demise happens. So these are all what you would call or consider like the negative side effects, or even DMX, eventually dying from drugs, and in his biggest song and slipping, I want to make records on the fucking shit up, and I'm slipping and falling, I can't get up. It's insane.
One of the greatest records.
That's how I actually fell in love with hip hop. That's actually my introduction.
Every time I hear a record, it touches my heart.
Exactly. Shout out Grover Washington Jr. that cleared the sample.
Records like that no more.
They don't because they don't know how.
Because they can't.
It just comes out like Rod Wave, and that's not what I'm interested in. But
how many lyrics does Rod Wave still apparently?
Well, but that's not stealing. That's interpolation, and that is absolutely fine. But I wanted to talk about
is it interpolation if you do so many.
Yes, because as long as you're crediting the artist and as a writer, yes, because he did the whole. He did the Jay-Z song. What was it? He's no yes. He took a chunk of Songcraft, but Jay-Z's getting paid.
Ask him why he did so much of it. I just.
But okay, then how would you argue about the artist?
It sounds like writer's block.
Okay, but what about the artist that covered entire songs in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s? Yes, which is the entire song.
That's not a cover though.
Oh,
I don't like when people do that.
When Sinead O Connor did "Nothing Compares to You" from Prince, no, it was a song with Prince and his chick that was part of his Power Generation.
Out there.
I listen to it all the time on Spotify. I listen to it all the time.
We're not saying that's.
I listen to it all the time.
We don't think that's his record.
Incorrect. Yeah, because that would be your ignorance. No.
Oh my God.
No. So now that we've clearing it up, okay. Now that we're clearing up that it was a song.
We don't want to hear Prince's version.
Yes, Prince's version is better.
Prince version,
yeah. Well, guess what? Me and Joe Budden.
Prince's version, and I love Prince.
Me and Joe Budden.
We want to hear Sinead O Connor's.
Hold on, because you guys are not gonna. You're not gonna do this. Since he took your loving, let me tell you something. It was by the Prince, exactly.
Yo, we only.
It was written by the Prince.
I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston cover from Dolly Parton. We're okay with that.
Okay, exactly. So anyway, Nothing Compares to You is a song written by Prince for his band The Family. It first appeared on the album The Family. Okay, so it was out. This wasn't a demo.
How'd you get it?
Huh?
How'd you get it?
I don't know. She wanted to cover it. Like people did for the last 30 or 40 years. Anyway.
Bro, she ran with it as a single, which means he had to clear it.
Absolutely. And guess what? Prince doesn't clear everything. So he was actually happy with that.
Because he probably heard it and said, yo, she smashed this. It's yours.
What is your point?
What do you mean, what's my point?
So in your argument.
Didn't do that.
How do you know he didn't do that? How do you know that Jay-Z? What are you actually arguing?
Did Rod Wave make a fucking cover to Jay-Z's song Cry? Yes or no?
Or did he just take a chunk of it?
Okay, is there a difference between taking a chunk and covering?
Okay.
Is there a difference? No, there isn't. There isn't.
Oh my God.
If you're taking a significant percent, it is now a cover to me.
It's not a cover. It's taking a bunch of the other song and putting it into your own.
If I'm covering the record, I have to do the whole record.
Do the whole record. That's a cover.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
Record.
Yes, you can.
That's plagiarism.
No, it's not. Especially if the artist, especially if Sean Carter's being credited.
Did he credit Sean Carter?
He has to.
You know what?
It's his words.
Well, yeah, he had no choice.
He has no choice.
And Sean Carter has to clear it. He's on a major label. This is not me and you doing sampling. This is not the same.
Jay-Z's not going to not clear Rod Wave.
Yes.
Rod Wave is out here killing shit.
It doesn't matter.
He's killing shit.
Doesn't matter.
He's killing shit.
Doesn't matter. Jay-Z's a billionaire. He doesn't need Rod Wave's fucking pennies.
Jay-Z's not going to step on Rod Wave. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because he's fucking taking people out of fucking jail. He's paying for people to get out of fucking jail. Taking
the black.
So he's going to fucking Rod Wave.
The black that sang Fast Car. What's her name? And I don't mean to call her a.
She's fucking amazing.
What is her fucking name? The girl that did I'm in a fast car.
Yeah,
Fight.
Yeah.
I know that. What is the point that you're going with?
No. I want you to get the name first. I want the name first. Because this is absolutely
Tracy motherfucking Chapman.
So Tracy Chapman not clearing that Fast Car song
for Nicki Minaj.
So then suck 12 penises, you now what? Why did she clear it for Nicki Minaj?
She did clear it or she didn't?
She did not.
Probably because she don't know her.
Exactly.
So Jay-Z knows. So Jay-Z knows Rod Wave.
Hold on.
So Jay-Z knows Rod Wave.
In the fucking business.
That's the thing you could ever say. That is the thing you could ever say.
And it's well known Nicki not really collaborative with women like that.
Oh my Jesus.
What the fuck does that?
She been holding on.
Nicki Minaj's biggest hits are samples. She just sampled Cindy fucking Lauper on Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
Her song with Lil Uzi, Everybody, sample.
Okay, she sampled.
Starships, sample. Sampling. Sample.
You asked me to explain why the girl didn't clear the record. I'm explaining that Nicki is the type of woman where not everybody messes with her. Rod Wave.
Everybody messes with Rod Wave?
Who doesn't?
Me. And 1,000 billion other people.
Well, there you go.
And what's the black girl's name that signed to J. Cole? What's her name? Ari Lennox? His fans don't fuck with Ari Lennox because they made it difficult for her to perform every night. So there's a lot of people that don't fuck with Rod Wave because Ari Lennox's fans don't fuck with Rod Wave.
So Ari Lennox is mad at Rod Wave that his fans acted like that. So
yes.
She treats Rod Wave like because his fans did that.
Yes.
I don't see.
That's stupid. Then
I don't see Jay-Z seeing the Rod Wave come across his desk at the level he's at now.
Where he's not recording all the time.
Considering he already went through the situation where he killed off Joe Budden. He's killed a couple artists off already.
He has a label.
And he's done a changeover now. And he's in a whole new realm of his life now. He's partnering with the NFL. He's heading up prison reform.
Bob Marley hair.
He hasn't cut his hair.
What the fuck are we talking about?
That is not the guy that's going to stop your money.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh my God.
You guys ever heard of the word no? Get used to it. Because that's all it takes.
Jay-Z didn't say no to Rod Wave.
Okay.
Rod Wave is on her way.
So Jay-Z appreciates. So Jay-Z fucked with it.
If I'm Jay and I'm like, yo, me clearing this brings Songcry back into the ether. It's been
there
20
you
years. Nobody. Sure.
There you go.
Go ahead.
And he knows that it's sampled so much. He sampled so much of it that it's essentially a cover.
So you think
no. You're talking trash.
Yeah.
To say that taking a chunk of a work, because I don't remember, people do it in writing all the time. I take a passage, it inspires me. I take a blah, blah, blah. That is not the same as covering.
It's not.
It is
not the same.
It's new because it's rap,
so it's
and it's
cover.
different.
So
it's a new form of an old way of doing things. People used to cover.
Bro,
if you go look at songs,
if it's a cover, then it's the same song title, bro.
No.
Yes, it is.
If it's a cover, then because I'm covering the same song, bro.
It's the same song.
You're just making up rules.
Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
You're just making up fucking soft. You're just making up rules that you think make sense to you, but it's a new day.
Rule. You just said if someone takes a chunk of a song, then it's a cover. That's what you just said. That's new.
To me, it's a cover.
So that's new.
Yeah, it's a new work.
No. You just said it's a new.
But it doesn't need to be the same title.
Someone taking
it doesn't need to be the same chord progression. It doesn't need to be the same notes. It doesn't need to be anything.
Oh my God.
Okay. It's an interesting position you've taken.
My position is in the take of creatives and the sample master clearance holder clearing the sample. As soon as they clear it, anything anybody else has to say means absolutely goose eggs. Because if they were not okay with it, they were not like just like
the changing the narrative though.
Yeah,
I'm a narrative changer because you said not okay with it. Who said anything about being not okay with something?
No, because he's going to say the point that Nicki didn't get all her samples cleared. So obviously some people aren't okay with it, is the point he's saying.
Is the difference. And Nicki is the biggest female rapper, and she never got it cleared. So Rod Wave getting it cleared by Jay-Z is a big deal.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
And Jay-Z clearing it for a chunk that is a lot of his song is also a big deal. Because he could have said
no.
But he does not need the money.
Let me ask you a question.
He does not need the relevance.
Let me ask you one hypothetical question.
Go ahead.
If not hypothetical, but just these two scenarios. Jay-Z, Rod Wave.
Okay.
Tracy Chapman, Nicki Minaj. Between Tracy Chapman and Jay-Z, who do you think knows the other artist more? If you had to fucking guess. Who do you think if you had to
I'll
guess
put it this
between
way.
Jay-Z
Okay, how about
and
this?
Tracy, and they have an acknowledgement of the other artist?
Jay-Z's last 3 years of title wrap-ups of songs he fucks with, there hasn't been a single Rod Wave song. So to my knowledge and understanding, Jay-Z doesn't know of Rod Wave's existence.
Because he wasn't on his fucking playlist?
Yeah. Because you're asking me to guesstimate and think. So based on that information,
Jay-Z only knows artists that are on his fucking playlist.
Have you listened to his list?
Jay-Z's fucking the title.
Trivelle, shut the fuck up.
Trivelle. Jay-Z has a fucking streaming company.
He doesn't own it anymore. It's Jack Black or whatever that fucking nigga's name is.
He started it with his
he doesn't know the niggas that assigned it.
So you're trying to tell me right now that because he wasn't on the playlist cover. I mean, he was on the playlist of Jay-Z's last 3
But you're asking me a hypothetical question. I'm giving you a hypothetical answer.
Yeah, so you took one scenario.
Nicki Minaj is the biggest female rapper, so I would think Tracy Chapman
don't
knows
know what the fuck y'all niggas is talking about, yo.
Okay. And Nas was on the song too. How do you like that? Does Tracy Chapman know Nas? Does she know Nas?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
But Tracy Chapman cleared her song for all them white niggas that brought her song back to the top of the fucking charts.
She knows
right?
them.
Yes. She knows those country niggas, country bumpkin niggas that nobody knows. Yeah. That's what Tracy Chapman knows. Yeah. But she doesn't know Nicki Minaj and Nas, right?
No, you can't do that. You can't
Got
say
it.
That nobody knows.
Got it.
Because he's talking about hip-hop.
Got it.
He's talking about hip-hop. He's talking about hip-hop.
Oh, yeah? It's bigger than Nicki Minaj and Nas?
Yo,
I think country music is bigger than rap this past year.
Okay, now you're talking about this past year. That's not what I'm talking about.
Y'all niggas
I'm not even. I think it's well documented that the Black Lives Matter movement turned a lot of the middle America moderates off of hip hop.
That's not what happened.
And I think country music.
They just started counting country music in the billboards, and they started buying more records because they stopped selling physical records. It's actually just a technological change. It had nothing to do.
Have a word with yourself. The ratings for NBA has gone down because Middle America doesn't want the ball no more.
Sorry, Phil Jackson. Sorry, Phil Jackson.
What are we saying, bruv?
Sorry, Phil Jackson.
Middle America didn't like the racialization of some of their content, and they turned away from it.
Hey, anybody who's watching this show, please put in the comments if you believe Tracy Chapman knows Nicki Minaj more than Jay-Z would know Rod Wave. Please, I just want to know if anybody is out there. I just want to know, who do y'all think may possibly know?
So Tracy Chapman knows Luke Combs more than knowing Nicki Minaj and Nas, right?
This just has to be a segment.
Is this what we're saying?
We've lost.
Tracy Chapman knows Luke Combs over Nas and Nicki Minaj.
Some artists go in a cave, yo. Some artists stay away from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's in the culture.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's in the fucking culture. Jay-Z knows all the niggas that's popping out there selling out fucking arenas. He's in business. He's not just an artist. He's a businessman. You think he don't know Rod Wave? You're like, what the fuck are we talking about?
I think... Yeah, this has to be a segment. We'll put it out to the audience.
And let me continue to where I was going. Yeah. Since now that we
didn't get there.
No, we didn't get there because I actually started with something positive. Actually talking about manifestation and making your words of your lyrics become to life.
Well, Rod Wave made his dream come true. Jay-Z.
Rod Wave's dream was Jay-Z.
Well, it must have been, right? Song Cry, old song, made it happen, got it signed, scene delivered.
Because let me ask you this. what rap songs are being covered today? Niggas is scared to do covers because everybody needs to write their own lyrics. So
you're talking word wise. Lyric wise.
Yes.
Not like a beat wise.
No, because the beat is only the producer. So the lyrics would be the rapper. I think it's actually an important tide turn, and maybe that will actually free more rappers to be like, you know what? Maybe I can actually say this nigga's lyrics and bring new life to it, to a new production, to a new chord progression.
Ray doing a cover?
Of which song?
Did she do a cover? The couple songs that she has out there.
Which song? There's so many songs. I'm a DJ. You got to be more specific. The one that she
did with Busta Rhymes, is that a cover?
Players? Okay, so Players.
That's not the song.
Girls is Players 2 by Coil Ray is on the sample of. That's not the Busta Rhymes. It's like a jungle sometime. I get me one. How about Keep From Going Under, which also was sampled by Puff Daddy, which was also sampled by Ice Cube. Check Yourself, which then DJ Sage then came and put the Busta Rhymes Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See instrumental under her lyrics.
So you don't know about the song I'm talking
Players,
about. You know,
Coil Ray, Busta Rhymes. What are you talking about?
They have a song that they literally, quote unquote, kind of covered Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. Did they not? Did they not do a song with Foxy Brown? No? No one could do you better. They said all that shit, did they not?
Yes.
So what do you mean nobody?
Yes, that was sampled 3 or 4 times prior, but go ahead. What is your point?
They're doing a lot of the lyrics. At least in the hook.
They are? Okay. The hook? Okay. So what is your question?
But for you say that's a cover.
Yeah. What is your point you're trying to get at?
I think the point you're trying to make is that the shift that you're talking about happening in hip hop has been happening for a little bit of time.
And you're
but hooks don't count because hooks don't count because niggas say actually
hooks don't count.
That's what people.
All right, we gotta move on.
No, people say that hooks don't count.
You're making a lot of rules that just have never existed before.
Because
hooks don't count if I do more than half.
And I'll tell you why I say hooks don't count. Because rappers, when people write the hooks for them, they do not say that they
Drake's
were
been doing this his whole career, by the way.
What?
Taking iconic rap lyrics or iconic rap flows from other artists and putting in his music.
Absolutely.
So Jay-Z also raps Snoop Dogg's lyrics in some of his songs. So is that a cover or is that a sample?
But he's not doing enough of it to be considered a cover.
It wasn't what Rod Wave did. I think what Rod Wave, sure, it's homage, whatever, get it cleared, we got it, but that's not a cover. It's a bit much.
When one thing goes, they something come and go. When Drake did that thing about Eminem in that song, is that a cover or is that
percentage wise? I wouldn't say it's a cover.
All right, let's get to the manifestation.
Let's manifest.
But wait, because I have a different point of view.
No.
So that's a problem?
No, you could have whatever opinion you fucking want, niggas. You can have whatever opinion you want.
No, they said it's a problem. Ain't no problem.
Hey.
No, please. No, go ahead. Please explain yourself. Please cook. Cook.
Ain't no problem.
Because hip hop being covered in lyrics, in the rap lyrics and stuff is new.
Hip hop has so many
because
rules that
niggas
come out of nowhere.
Well, hip hop started in 1980. What?
I know hip hop.
So it's one of the newer genres, and the stigma of actually reusing someone's entire lyrics or majority is new. And it is not done enough to the point to where you can say it's something common like in music and R&B or in pop or in any of the other genres. So the fact that Rod Wave did it, I think that's dope because a lot of these kids do not know any fucking Jay-Z songs outside of Niggers in Paris, the songs where he's apologizing to Beyonce, and We Be All Night Love. Like, they don't know this nigga like that. A lot of these guys don't know this nigga like that. So the fact that they're doing that and then they're finding out that Rod Wave took these lyrics and they're going and seeing that Jay-Z, Sean Carter is actually credited is actually dope. And it lets you know that the song Cry lyrics.
Jay-Z knew Rod Wave and did it on purpose.
Well, of course, he could. Oh, yes, that's possible too.
Maybe like it wasn't circumstance.
Maybe he has a relationship with him on that side that enabled him to actually cover the amount of the song.
The record label and the streaming service provides me the necessary contact list to understand who's young and percolating in the scene and trying to show homage to my lyrics so I can.
Does Rod Wave have anything to do with Rock Nation? Because if he does, this conversation
is mute. Yeah, because he's
very, very, very long time ago done. If he has anything to do fucking.
Well, you're checking, so clearly.
I'm going to go look.
Go ahead. Unless
you guys could keep going while I look.
Anyway, my point about manifestation was that I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
You know, and it's taking the wind out of it, but it's fine because who gives a flying fuck?
Sailing.
Yes, Christopher, whatever his name is. Ice Cube was somebody that really manifested a lot of his life.
Okay.
You know, for a lot of the songs that he had that were full of violence and No Vaseline this and NWA that, fuck the police because I'm coming from the underground, black because I'm brown, or, you know, we be clubbing, or, you know, all the various hits and all the amazing things he's done for the West Coast. A Isley Brothers sample of Today Was a Good Day was just an interesting song because he manifested a lot of his life, in fact, of what his life is like today, back in 1990. Was that 1992? I don't know what it is.
Does he die at the end of that song?
Oh, I don't know. But, well, you're talking about the video now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm not counting the video. I'm only counting the lyrics.
I got you.
Yeah, the lyrics, because video depiction at that point is whatever. But I just think it's interesting because, you know, he says in one of the iconic lines, got a beat from Kim and she can fuck all night. And he ended up fucking her every night because he's married to her.
What?
He's married to Kim.
Her name's Kim?
The Kim that he's rapping about in Today Was a Good Day is his wife today.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I know. That's kind of why I had it here percolating for quite a bit of time. It was to bring that information because I figured that got a beat from Kim. And you know how I know for sure? Because when someone commented on it online, his son, who is, was a really dope actor and who's very active on the wrestling Twitter and all these different things, he's like, yo, watch your fucking mouth. You're talking about my mother. Oh. And I was like, what? And I went and did my research and found out that beat from Kim, that she could fuck all night, became a permanent fuck for 30 plus years. Wow. So that's one.
Marriage.
I mean, if it works for you, I'm not gonna clap because it's like, if it works for you, then that's cool. I don't think it's mandatory. Huh?
He's still married.
No, I know, but but marriage isn't for everybody. But for those who it works for and those who it makes sense for, absolute kudos to you.
If you have a Coretta, everything's all good.
You know, he talks about in the song, the police no longer harassing him, and he never really got in any major police situation since that time, really, that I can really think of that really put him in jail or put him under the jail or put him in big legal trouble.
He quickly transitioned to movies.
Right.
Yeah.
So then the other thing, yes.
After he made Friday,
yes.
I think he was very clean after that because he was well into the Hollywood
system. Right. And here's another thing that he said. What did he say? He said he saw his homies playing basketball. What does that nigga own today?
Big three.
He owns the big three. He saw his friends playing basketball. He went and joined them and he fucked around and scored this exuberant amount, a triple-double, I believe. Yep. And now he owns an entire league. Yeah. These things that people, breeze past when it comes to lyrics, you can't do that because those can be the actual foundations of your life. And I just think it's interesting because a lot of songs that people, even like you have Juice WRLD, who was talking about taking a lot of drugs. He had a song, an album called World on Drugs with Future, and then he ends up passing from drugs ingestion. It's like sometimes these things that you say ends up becoming the life that you live, because if you put enough intention and force behind what's being said, that can become your life. So I just think it's interesting that somebody can say these things about their own life and envisioned the perfect day. Today was a good day. This was a good day he was talking about. It wasn't like some arbitrary, we be clubbing or, we fuck around and we doing. No, he was talking about something positive, and a lot of the song became the catalyst for his life. I think we have to give credence to that type of situation and, people that use the manifestation for the positive, because in hip hop or whatever, we always see the negative. We always see the like for example, like Drake, who's always talking about his girl problems off your bad for your song that got 99 problems. And then he's manifesting not being in these relationships that he would like to be in. And I feel like he would want to be in one. Maybe it's at that point where you got to start talking positively about these things if that is truly what you want. And I understand the quote unquote dying for your art and doing these things for your art. Like I do understand that. And it's funny, there was another thing, and hopefully I can find it in the context of this conversation because I don't want to lose it. But this was something that was funny. They were talking about Marvin Gaye, right? Who's an amazing writer, who's an amazing artist, who obviously his life was cut short because his dad was jealous of him or whatever it was. That fucking idiot, yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Someone said this question, and it was like these three songs of Marvin Gaye. They put it in a list that it's like, yo, these are the 3 titles of the songs.
Oh no! Don't say nothing. My dad heard me or some shit.
Song 1, What's Going On? Song 2, What's Happening, Brother? And song 3, Where Are We Going? Why is this man so clueless? Why does he never know what is actually fucking happening? These are 3 titles where he's literally questioning shit.
Boy. It's a rough life in them days, man.
And his dad takes
when he was riding around getting it and doing all them drugs, man.
Bruh.
In LA.
Like, why is he?
Probably when he shot him, he literally was like, yo, what is going on? Like, he really.
Why?
You really did this? He probably questioned while he was done. Like, you?
Yeah.
Did that to me? What did I do to this?
For what?
For what? Why?
Yeah, I just thought that was it. And I know it's only, song titles, but as you know, the What's Going On song, it eventually got remixed by like the whole industry, Britney Spears and like hundreds of other people. I just think it's interesting. Sometimes, as an artist, you might not think of these things having any meaning, credence, lasting impact, effect, but sometimes they really do. And, these are things to pay attention to. Now, I do have some other thing, we're almost done here, but there is something I wanted to end on, but I want to give the floor to other things that maybe you guys want to bring up first. I don't want to just, rambling,
No, we got to end on Katt Williams.
Well, then let's go.
So is what you want to end on?
No, but let's do it. Let's do it.
Is what, because if what you want to end on?
No, we're ending on the Katt Williams thing is too hot. We can't not talk about it. So let's go.
I'm shocked that we got that far.
Without, what I'm saying?
I know. Nicole, it was the first one of the year.
Where do we begin? We're so in a place.
I know where to begin.
Yeah,
I'll just say this. Congratulations, Shannon Sharpe.
Yes.
My goodness.
Absolutely.
Goodness, God. This man went through hell with Undisputed, with all the, getting kicked out, getting quote unquote, Stephen A. Smith said it, not me, blackballed, and it looked like some shit was about to happen while he was still working on his own shit.
While he's still doing his thing.
While he was still doing his shit.
Club Shay Shay was still there.
I was checking Club Shay Shay while he was dealing with Undisputed.
He's still doing it.
But the fact that Stephen A. scooped him up when he could have been sitting there on the sideline trying to figure out what's going on, and we all know in the industry, when you get sit on the side, when you put on the side for a while, people start thinking
they forget about you.
They forget about you.
Thinking you're done. They think you're cooked.
Stench about you. Maybe we should stay away from you.
Yep.
So the fact that Stephen scooped him right away, that he wasn't even out of a job for more than how many seconds, and was already making a big ass impact with only being on the show for 2 days. 2 days out of 5, and I think sometimes special occasions he might be on a Friday or Thursday or something, depending on where they are. But the fact that he's taken over with Stephen A, being viral already with Stephen A on First Take,
absolutely
taking over, basically, for me, eclipsing Undisputed in what they're doing currently, because these 2 black guys and they're friends, and it's just all of that energy. So he already had this great energy.
Bro, they're running daytime sports 2 days a week. Think of it.
That's crazy.
And that's the impact.
That's fucking crazy.
Two
and
days
Shannon are only on Monday and Tuesday. I'd be so surprised. Obviously, they're never you can find it.
I know.
What are the ratings on Monday and Tuesday versus the rest of the week? It's
crazy.
Probably nuts.
I think Wednesday might be still a little bit okay because it just after the
trail
Mad
off,
Dog and because Mad Dog is on there. But Thursday and
especially
Friday,
coming off the football season.
My goodness, God Almighty! But Shannon,
Katt Williams,
you've been interviewing some great people. I've been watching some of these.
Bro, I looked at some of his views. Bro. So could you imagine,
bro?
And I'm sure when you cut our interview like that, you're like, I got one, but like.
I know you never know
really
what. You never know what it's gonna do.
He knew it was gonna cause controversy,
but not, bro.
Which is why he didn't.
32 million views right now.
40 something.
He hit 40?
As of right now.
He hit 50
He's behind
the
Rogan.
first day.
He's behind Rogan.
Yes.
For the most views on an interview on YouTube or something like that, right?
Yeah. I think
Bro.
he might be. I don't know, he
40
might be
to
one.
42
Rogan got a
currently.
60. Rogan got a 60.
He got, I'm with who?
The Lazar guy, the UFO guy. I think.
And how quickly was his first day? Do you remember? Since you guys do the hip hop, I'm gonna do it to you.
No, I think
What was
Shannon,
his first day?
I think Shannon beat him on the
think
first day.
he think he
But
did.
then overall,
Rogan's 60 took 12 months, I think, to get.
and that's understandable.
And so,
and that's
so
fair.
we're at 40 something with not 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you know how. it works.
42,
It's
yeah,
all- it's
exactly.
all- we're not gonna get 20 for the rest of the year. I will say that
Are you
him
sure?
out. It depends what happens the rest of the year.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
because if
But
he
we
keeps
might go
ascending,
back. If here's what it would take.
Don't say something bad.
No, one of the guys most called out would have to come on Shay Shay
to come back, because a lot of them
to
did come
talk,
on
and then people would go to the first one and
to get
refer
context.
and whatever.
Yes, yeah,
Now, it would have to be Kevin.
or Steve Harvey.
Okay.
It would be Steve Harvey
he said
because it's
the
a
most about Steve.
Yeah, so
So Steve and Cedric, but I also gotta admit he's not wrong. I never thought Cedric the Entertainer was funny.
I thought he was funny, but
wait, funny in what, stand up? Or
Oh
I've
yeah,
never seen
exactly.
Cedric
Because
stand up. I don't
context.
understand.
Okay,
There's a
yeah,
blur-
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I was with his family movie stuff.
Yeah.
I was with the Bob Shop, you know, I was with that. Yeah. Stand up Cedric, no.
I understand, and that's fair, and that is a
I
fair.
watch.
And Minority Opinion, I think Pimp Chronicles is one of the funniest stand-ups of
And
the
that's
past.
understandable.
And that's Katt Williams. So like
Katt Williams.
when he's talking his stuff,
Yeah, it's
I'm kinda on board for
lining
it.
up. It's lining up. Yeah.
Katt Williams is undeniable.
And when he says Kevin Hart's an industry plant, I never heard of Kevin Hart before Soul Plane. So like I was kind of like, yeah, I guess.
And well, did you watch the special with him and
Headliners on him and Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it did. They did
I love
talk-
stand-up, by the way,
They
so.
did talk
You
about
love who?
Stand up.
They did talk a little bit about things that he was doing before.
No, he ran into
right?
Katt Williams even said that. He goes, yo,
You were doing that over
He
there.
wasn't doing that. When
But
he
you
came
didn't
to
do it in
LA,
LA.
he was
Yeah.
already, and it's true.
And it's true.
So I do listen to Joe Rogan.
Okay, here we go.
Joe Rogan does peddle the same unfunny comedian.
Here we go.
Joe Rogan said he also wants Cat on there ASAP.
Yeah, might as well, bro. You
I know.
you giving it up like that?
Yeah, then yes,
And
I want a
will
piece
say,
of it.
Joe Rogan's a good sport, so he'll go with him.
Yes, he will.
Right?
Yes.
Because Joe Rogan will be like, who's not funny? Come on. You know, he'll do that with him.
Yes.
But it's true. Joe Rogan got some people on there, and he's like, I love this guy. He's a great comedian. I've listened to that guy stand up, and I wanted to kill myself. Right? Yeah. So, what was the most shocking thing? Was Chris Tucker being called Christmas by another man was shocking for me. Because I agree.
but Michael
Ain't
Jackson
no grown
is-
man ever give me a sweet name like Christmas.
Yeah, but
It's Michael Jackson, man, and
I've
he's
never
just
let-
such an innocent,
Bro,
fun.
Michael Jackson gave people hard nicknames.
Yeah, but he also had an affinity for Chris just because he was able to do the same dance as him.
I know,
They
but
did
Christmas-
the video together. I know, but it's funny. But also take into account that Katt Williams is a comedian, so a lot of the stuff that he's saying is going to be
No,
from
bro,
a
but I think the
comedian.
man's
It's just
name was actually Christmas. I don't think that's comedic. I think the man
yeah, Christmas.
just know this: when Katt Williams has 250 minutes. Is it 250 minutes? 2 hours and 50 minutes.
2 hours, 50.
It's gonna be a lot of it is gonna be heavily comedic. It doesn't mean that everything he's peddling in is fact,
wait, when
or
you
everything
say
he's
that-
peddling in is eidetic memory.
Some stuff is satirical. Like he doesn't read 3,000 books.
That's
a
what
year
I'm
since
saying.
12.
But he read a lot. That's
Yes,
what
and
he
that's
read
his
a lot.
and that's
Yeah.
his point.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
I
have
read a
to
lot.
Do I think he left his home when he was young? Yeah. I don't know about the 13 hitchhiking. I don't know about all
Right.
that, but like
maybe
it's known-
15,
okay.
Maybe, yeah.
16 perhaps.
He always talked about how Ladies of the Night.
Yeah.
Yes, that he was. Yes,
So we talked about
So,
that.
Yeah,
We do know that he did run the gauntlet for a long time learning stand up.
absolutely.
And his stuff does work on white and black audiences.
And it does.
So-
he's someone
And
show me
if
clips.
You watch his style.
Yeah.
He does go for laughs per hour.
He
Because
does.
He'll do like a minute of setup, and then he really will just machine gun you every 30 seconds.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. I forgot that he had a comedy special on the TV in Grand Theft Auto 4, and he was physically in the game in Grand Theft Auto 4 at a comedy club. And and you know what? It was one of his biggest comedy things. You know when he does the hustling Rick Ross thing where the song plays and he's like, okay, DJ, stop that. It was that exact same
Enough,
one.
sir,
And
enough.
I just thought to myself, I'm like, oh, so I never got far enough in the game to get there then, and that's fine, which speaks to my game, whatever, critique. But yeah, go, continue.
So I'll go that one. Him calling Kim Kardashian a whore.
I mean,
That's rough.
Saying that even Pete Davidson even Pete Davidson couldn't do it. How great are their goods?
No, that's not.
but it's his comedian taking it
Got a lot of
far.
divorces, bro.
Huh?
She has
a lot of divorces. Yeah.
Maybe she just doesn't want to take shit from nobody. She has
True.
Him saying Kanye West been crazy,
but also that he would never write him off, and
He said that.
he he has a lot of respect for him.
He does, and we should.
him saying he got Steve Harvey to cancel comedy because he called him out for not having hair.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And it's funny because now I'm seeing all these older footages of they actually got the back of his head and it's like a huge bald spot, so you can tell it's an actual unit on and not his actual hair. It's
I
like
saw that the other day.
See, when you mix reality with fantasy, now we're just going to take everything you're saying as reality, because as soon as we see something that you said that is actually true, we're going to be like, oh my God, this guy is right.
many.
This guy is fucking right. How do you...
I don't have an opinion on the Smiley stuff. I will say that...
Ricky Smiley.
I will say that...
The dress thing in Hollywood?
That's always been a thing, though.
Yeah, it's always been a thing. That's not new. He didn't bring that tonight.
He's not the first one. And he's not wrong. A lot of the guys who do get overwore dresses,
Yeah,
they made them do that. Dave Chappelle talked about that.
he did.
And Dave Chappelle wore a dress. Did you know that?
I saw that.
And he regretted it. He immediately said he regretted it.
But he didn't really talk about that he wore a dress. He just talked about how all these other niggas did and that he never did. He never talked about that he actually...
He did say that? Because I trying to...
I feel like what I remember was him talking about doing it and how it felt and the power and like why they wanted and the way the white executives were looking at it.
As a side note, do you guys know where the whole men wearing a dress thing even came from?
Like in terms of black men doing it, or
Well, just people. We'll just talk with people for the purposes of
I thought it was
this.
from Shakespeare because only men could be in the theater.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It started from the fact that that women were actually not even allowed to really even depict as women. So that was almost kind of like a rite to passage. Like, yo, can you play a woman? Because women don't. But I mean,
if it's
like
1604 and they're casting Romeo and Juliet, I'm going for Romeo. Fam. I'm sitting here
I
thinking
understand,
I got a
but
chance.
what I'm saying is that it almost goes to a more sexist thing where it's like women just are not even allowed in the actual
So it started
playhouse.
like that. But now that women are, why are you still trying to get niggas to put on dress? The same thing as what they didn't let black people on stages and they got in blackface, and then now that black people can be on stages and be in are we seeing a lot of white actors asked to play blackface?
Well, the last would be
where like black men in
Iron Man in which is not an old movie for standards, but that's another conversation.
It's such an anomaly. It's just one one of.
Yeah.
So
And you don't hear
ones
white people complaining about having to do that either.
Now we did this in the beginning, the white wife thing. I mean, but I don't want to touch it because Katt Williams, he did his own thing with that. But what was Ludacris has had such a fall from grace.
Oh man!
To respond,
I'm never dissing Ludacris. I love Ludacris.
I'm not dissing him, but bro,
I can't. There's nothing I can say about Ludacris.
IG live in the studio. Cut a record for me, bro.
He will.
No.
He will cut a record sometime.
And Ludacris does that freestyle thing a lot.
Yeah,
so I don't even know if that was like. I think it just ended up falling at the time when he was doing something. You can't find me to say something about Ludacris. I don't know.
Listen,
his name is Chris, and also you
got to give kudos to
him
Shannon though because like he said, and I saw him say this in a post pod too. It's like he has to sit there and be cordial and be businesslike
about people that he actually knows.
He fucks with. Some of those guys that this man is dissing and is his friend.
That literally came there and he
that's
knows
a
him.
lesson to some of y'all people. You see how somebody can show you that they can still deal with business properly, even though
but these they only care about their own feelings. They don't even care.
Is not cool with somebody,
no, they don't care. It's only about them.
But they
don't
find
give a
a way
fuck.
to still be professional.
Nah,
and still.
These
You know what, Katt Williams? Get the fuck off my show for dissing my friends.
No, these and that's fine.
There's a way to
They're gonna
tote the
respect it
line.
soon.
There's a
Don't
way
worry,
to
it's
tote the
coming.
line and.
It's coming. Don't worry.
Katt Williams is hot, bro. I just
even
looked
worry
yesterday.
about
I told XP. Look, I just checked this now too. He's so hot right now. Katt Williams did another pod with Willie D. I didn't know Willie.
I didn't even know Willie D had a pod. I saw it too.
Yeah.
Bro,
Scarface.
it's been one day.
Numbers.
It's on the. It's 3.6 million.
Yeah, numbers.
3.6 million in a day. Yeah. Some of our favorite artists and our favorite stuff don't get that in.
I think it's a perfect storm because Katt always been the one to jump out the window and talk.
But goddamn.
But I think the Shannon profile was just big enough that it could catch fire.
Bro.
Steven Jackson dissing Shannon Sharpe for that I thought was nuts.
I missed that.
He came out and he had some negative things to say about him.
Why? He's saying a lot of negative stuff sometimes I don't
He just said that like, yo, as a person running a show, you can't let him go all off on people like that.
Yes, you can.
And that's the difference in his show and all y'all other nigga
you
shows.
can.
He's letting people say what they came to say without interfering. That is the difference. You niggas can control your narrative of how you want your show to go, but guess what? You won't get a lot of things that you would get if you let people. And I refute that because Shannon actually tried to steer the show many directions with asking one question. Katt would say wild shit, and then Shannon would come back and try to steer it in a different direction. But Katt is such a commander of the audience because of his comedic background, his rambunctious. He knows how to take it back. So I don't want to hear that shit. That is how Shannon is running his ship. And it is working for him, and it worked for this. So all y'all who have a problem with that, suck 25,000 dicks.
Why can't people understand that everybody's show is different?
Because why would everybody's show be the same? Then there wouldn't need to be everybody's show.
Why does every artist have to be the same? Why does
that's why he felt comfortable coming there.
Why do everybody why I don't that's why he felt comfortable. I'm gonna go here because they do things this way, so I'm gonna go here. And when I want to do certain things on that place, I'll go over there. Like why can't people do that? Like I don't understand why it's gotta be an issue or a problem or a point of contention. I don't like that shit. You shouldn't let him.
Go do your own interview. Call Katt Williams' publicist and find out how much it is. Then you can ask the questions you want to ask in the way that you. Who?
I fuck with him. I fuck with everybody.
There's people that I don't fuck with.
No, I mean I fuck with everybody.
They can suck 12,000 dicks too. I fuck with
everybody because everybody can do what they want.
They can. I don't give a.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
They made me.
But you know what? Listen, let me tell y'all something, yo, nigga.
And this is how we're gonna end it, by the way, because we're at the end. So go ahead, say your final things.
You're onto something, yo. Listen, do whatever the fuck you want.
Do whatever you want to do, yo.
Say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Whatever it is, you won't even see.
Have your opinion about whatever you want to have, but my thing is, I don't like when people have a problem that you have an opinion about someone else's opinion. I have a problem.
Yeah, God forbid.
It's like, Graham, yo, I can have an opinion about your opinion.
God forbid that I have a rebuttal to what you're telling me.
I can have a rebuttal to your opinion, and I don't have to agree with your opinion. That doesn't make me an asshole, misogynist, rude, evil, dark, toxic. What other words did they come up with? Nigger, dummy, insensitive. What else they got out there? There's a lot of all this shit. No, I just don't agree. I just don't agree. Shout out Katt Williams for shaking the fucking game. Thank for Shannon Sharpe for fucking giving us the opportunity to everybody people who don't watch sports sat and watched that. People who haven't watched comedy specials in a long time watched that. People that he brought all worlds together, and you know what? That's what a great content creator, that's what a great artist, that's what a great entity does. Bring everybody together and say, you remember that long time back in the day when we actually sat down when Jay-Z dropped 4-4, you came over and we actually sat down and played 4-4 together? Like those moments I miss.
With that dumb
when someone says, yo, let's go, like there's a big moment, 4-4-4. The same thing happened with the Beyonce. When Beyonce dropped and it's like, yo, let's sit down, and that's what happened with this Katt Williams. People literally said, yo, I gotta go sit
down. I said it, I watched it like it was a movie.
Yeah, like I said I got food. I got
a snack. I drink. Set up my hookah.
Like, look, this
I like sat there by myself and like chug it.
Yeah, man.
He said that.
Yeah, man. Man, I'm so happy to be doing this. This is gonna be a good 2024.
Absolutely, man.
A lot of fun stuff coming your way.
A lot of fun stuff.
This is gonna sound very, very cheap, but I'm gonna start doing this now.
Yeah.
If you enjoy stuff like this, please like, comment, subscribe.
We have to
subscribe to this channel.
That's not cheap.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
We got different clips that are here. We do this for you guys to be consumed. If you have any thoughts or concerns about the show, don't hesitate to leave those in the comments or to send us emails. And we're going to be coming out with more content just like this. Or if you want to see anything else just like this on Spoke Network in 2024 and into the future, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us as we grow this network. We are so humbled and happy that you've been with us for the ride. We are so grateful if this is your first time seeing us.
Yes.
I'll leave it for DJXP for the final goodbye. But my name is Trivelle, your favorite CEO. To my right is...
EverythingOShauN.
Anything you want to say?
Oh no, how do you say it? I second everything that he said. And I'm excited for 2024. A lot of big things, a lot of exciting things are brewing, and I'm excited to build and grow with everybody. And shout out to everybody who really stuck from the beginning when we were really just, you know what I mean, and are still with us right now. And word of mouth is key. I know that social media is great, and please continue to share the reels and the posts when you see it. That really does help us because it opens up the community, and people actually are coming over because they saw someone share it on their IG.
Absolutely.
So shout y'all out. For real.
2024, a lot of change is coming, man.
A change gonna come.
Change is coming, man. The time that a lot of y'all had. You remember Time's Up in the industry? I don't know if it was in the movie industry, but Time's Up for a lot of y'all, man.
Don't evoke that. Time's Up was about Me Too.
Yeah, well, this is a Me Too, because it's Me Too. It's Me Too, nigga. No. Time's Up. I'm DJXP. I hope y'all have an amazing 2024 and plenty more.
And don't forget to lock the door.
Like, subscribe, a tribe, find your tribe, love life. Or, have your pets spayed and neutered, all of that shit, man. And if not, suck 12 dicks, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on. Because we got a whole lot of gang shit going on. And fuck y'all.
That's horrible.
We out here. That's horrible. We live. No NBA. Remember NBA Live?
That was my game.
Them niggas went right into the ground. 2K took it over, and we in 2K24. Plenty more. Let's go.
Wait. Go ahead.
No, I'm not ending.
Toronto Raptors. You guys better fucking retire Vince Carter's jersey this season.
If y'all don't, we gonna ride in that bitch.
Trivelle, they better retire Vince Carter's jersey before the end of this year, 2024. I'm being honest. I don't hear anybody else. I love Larry and all these other guys. Vince Carter's jersey better be up in the rafters. Did you not just hear fucking Orlando Magic is going to put Shaquille O'Neal's the first player in history to have his jersey retired on the rafters in Orlando Magic, and he only played for 3 years. Toronto, do the right thing. We have RJ Barrett. Welcome home, RJ Barrett.
Absolutely. See y'all in 62. You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo. Let's go. Wow. Can someone check on XP, or is that was a little intense, but Trivelle also did a very good job in saying all that subscription stuff at the end. That was really swell. Remember, these episodes and this content is just a way of relaxing, freeing the mind of the shackles of pent-up emotion and feelings and conversation. This is a look into the barbershop, a look behind the veil. Just guys talking. Don't get anything in a twist. I don't.
Sir, this concludes our broadcast day.